Stu and Dave Do America present Woman versus Idioms.
And not to beat a dead horse around the bush. What? Not to beat the horse. Are we beating the horse or the bush? Not to beat a horse's bush.
You don't want to do that.
Oh.
What?
At least without
Not
consent.
to beat a dead horse around the bush.
Two birds in a horse's bush.
Not to beat a dead horse. Not to beat around the bush. Those are two different sayings.
There you go. Wow, it took a while for her to get there, but she did arrive eventually.
Yeah, it's something. Good for her.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm glad she's happy.
Okay, we have some interesting things happening this weekend. One of the strangest events that has maybe ever occurred in our nation's history is going on. Let's do a literal cage match at the White House. Welcome to Stu and Dave Do America. I am Stu Bergier along with Dave Landau.
Ahoy, and we meet again.
We do. We have some great stuff on the show today, including an interview with Lahna Turner. She's got a new documentary out about her husband, who's passed away, Ralphie May, the comedian, which is an incredible documentary. Dave and I can't say enough about it. We will talk to her. She's the filmmaker behind the movie, coming up in a little bit. We also have a very strange thing going on at the White House. Yes. Now, there's been a lot of strange things that have gone on at the White House over the years. You've got the Monica Lewinsky thing was going on at the White House. There have been almost nuclear wars that have occurred with developments of the White House. And even all of those things, I would say, pale in comparison to the fact that there's going to be a UFC fight at the White House, apparently. Honestly, it feels like the type of thing that you'd have, like Idiocracy would have something like this in it.
Yeah.
It may have actually occurred in Idiocracy. Or at least a version of it.
Dude, this is a lot. Do we have a picture of it?
We have the actual stadium that they're building.
Correct.
To have a real UFC fight.
On the White House front lawn.
Yeah. Do we have it or no?
He'll be wearing, Trump will be wearing a crown.
Crown?
And through it he'll be going like this. Some people will be fighting lions because this is the fall of Rome, officially.
Well, we have the federal lawsuit seeking to block UFC Freedom 250 from being held on the White House lawn. That is the headline. It just doesn't seem real, does it?
He's also making it. There it is.
There it is, yeah.
There it is.
So the picture, to describe it for those listening on podcast, it is
a state fair.
Yeah, kind of like a mini St. Louis arch over a stadium, over a ring, where they're going to actually hold a real UFC event. And it's, in the background is the actual White House.
Correct.
Of course, half of it has been knocked down.
What do you think are...
What a weird time we're in.
Yeah,
man.
well, part of it's down because they have to do the
ballroom.
ballroom.
Yep.
Yeah, but you have to make room for, of course, the cage match that's going to happen out front. Because, of course, this is the United States, and what's more respectful than having that on the front lawn of the White House?
It's just, what a weird time.
What do you think are the forefathers, if you had a time machine?
I don't know that they would have necessarily called this out as priority one.
I guess that's true.
Government.
What's his name used to do? Andrew Jackson would do duels out front.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So maybe it's part of our history.
A lot of them would go, "Wow, yeah, I see you're still doing the Mandingo fighting. We used to do that indoors, but I suppose you're doing it outside now."
That's the world we live in.
A lot of spectators.
Democrats are upset at Trump's White House UFC event. Of course, again, what does that matter? They're upset at everything.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Their question. Nothing. You have to understand, Dave. This is a real concern. They're worried about taxpayers. Oh gosh, does that just land as sincere? The Democrats are worried about your tax dollars, boys and girls. I'm sure you believe that.
Or is it all Somalis fighting? Is that the problem? You can't do that.
No one believes you.
No one's allowed. You're not allowed to complain about tax dollars ever again after this last year.
We can spend money on anything, and you have to be happy about it if you're a Democrat. You have no choice.
Yeah, you've wasted billions of dollars.
Yeah, oh gosh,
billions upon billions of dollars.
They're just holding that line on the budget. That's what we're supposed to believe.
I mean, also you keep shooting at the White House anyway.
Yeah.
Like this isn't the best idea in my opinion for that reason.
Right.
But you're against it.
You've actually been rooting for more violence in the White House. You just want Trump to be the victim of it.
Right. So, yeah, this fits your narrative.
UFC fighter says he was banned from the White House card over the Trump, Epstein, and Israel comments. This is a guy. Do you know? I don't know how much you know about UFC. I'm not a UFC fan.
Not a ton. No.
Okay. We need to get Hillary Kennedy in here to talk about this because
I would
she's
love
the
to.
one person I know who really knows UFC and loves it. You know Hillary, of course, from the 4-Minute Buzz here on BlazeTV. And she is, you might look at her and be like, she's not really a UFC fan. She is. She's the biggest UFC fan in the world. She does not look like she'd be a UFC fan, but she is.
She likes to watch muscly dudes fight. Huh?
I get maybe that's part of it. I would love to ask her how it started because
I don't want to knock her, but come on, women are allowed to like that.
No, oh, absolutely. I just
Same
don't.
as it's like I would judge a bikini contest on the White House front lawn.
That would be understandable. I really don't think that's why she's interested in it. She's interested in it because she's actually loves like hand-to-hand combat.
That's
despite the fact she is literally the nicest person I've ever met in my entire life.
We got to bring her in.
We have to bring her in to talk about this. But I don't know. I don't know Strickland. I guess he's a pretty controversial guy. Scott.
He is. Yeah, I do know that guy. Yeah, he does make a lot of comments.
Okay. Well, here he is. Here's Dana White talking about him, whether he was actually banned or not.
Of course, Sean Strickland is banned from humanity. Okay. We don't want him near any human beings anywhere. He shows up at Power Slap, he starts fights, and he made it very clear that he didn't want to be a part of this event, and now apparently he's banned. Nobody is banned, nobody's music is banned, no media members have been banned, and the list goes on and on. This is obviously a very unique event where, first of all, there's only so much room. And she was telling me that, at the White House, there's 1,000 media members that are credentialed at the White House. So, 1,000 people are like, oh, we're all going to, no, we can't have 1,000, of the White House media members just show up at this thing. There's only 4,300 tickets to actually seat. So literally nobody has been banned from this event.
Pretty clear. And I am concerned about Strickland as well. I mean, can you believe that someone would show up to such a serene event like Slap Wars and start a fight? I mean, who would think?
It's crazy to think that would occur. I'm not at all concerned that the White House is being brought to you by Paramount Plus, the people that brought you Yellowstone.
No, not at all.
So how quickly are we descending into madness? Because it's happening a little too fast.
I mean, it's weird. I don't know what to make of this, honestly, or whether I should. I think at the end of the day, most things
at the end of the day,
probably
it's
just
fine.
Relax a little bit.
It's a sport on a front lawn, but also
it is a little weird. I mean, Dana White's been a close ally of Trump.
Yes,
he's been one of the few people in media and sports that has actually stood up and said, "Hey, I like this guy. I might not agree with him on everything," and he's, I think, treated him fairly. So I think there is an association there, and the fact that Trump is a fan. He likes sporting events. He went to the Knicks thing the other day. We talked about that.
Yes,
he does like this stuff. It is just it's very strange.
People are going to get real pissed about security, though, once they go to the White House.
Oh, my God.
Boy, if you thought Madison Square Garden was bad.
Yeah. That's very true. 90 minutes to get in, you're going to be dreaming of 90 minutes.
Yes,
to try to get
it's
into
not easy to get into the White House.
Now, Bryce Mitchell is criticizing the UFC. He's another UFC fighter. Our government is desecrating its role. Here's what he said when he was asked about this.
What are your thoughts on the UFC White House, just in general? Like, do you... Obviously, you said that you didn't really want to be on the card anymore, but it's such a spectacle, right?
I don't remember ever saying that.
Okay.
I do want to be on the card.
You do want to be on the card.
I do. And this is what I got to say. For the UFC, I think it's great. It's beyond great. It's literally the perfect scenario. But as far as I'm an economics major. I love studying politics on the political side of things, not the UFC's business. That is, of course they're going to say yes to it, but what I think personally is that our government is desecrating its role in society by entertaining sports. Our government is to protect and serve the people, and really should be as minimal as possible. And when you're doing all of this stuff, hosting sporting events, it's really outside of what the goal of the government was intended to be, because our tax dollars and resources are funding this operation. And like I said, I'm not criticizing the UFC. I love Dana, I love Hunter, I love Sean, Mick, I love all of them, and it's an amazing thing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. But the government should never be hosting sporting events, because there's more room for corruption, and we already have a corrupted government. And so that's my thoughts on it, is that the government is supposed to protect us, not entertain us.
I like this guy.
Yeah, I can't say he's wrong.
No.
I mean, I like the way he put. The only part that I don't know. I'm an economics major. I think you're a fighter.
Yeah. Well, maybe both.
No, I'm joking.
There you go.
But no, I mean, I see his point, actually.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about the corruption so much, because that's just, we're not going to fix that.
No, good God, no. And I don't know what portion of this, obviously there's going to be increased security and things like that the government's going to probably be paying for.
Yeah.
As a person who does really care about unlike the Democrats, cares about where taxpayer dollars go, if this is what's happening, not my favorite use of it. I don't know. Maybe the UFC's paying for everything. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, if it is tax dollars, there is something there. But our tax dollars are so frivolously wasted all the time anyway. I don't really think that one fight is the real problem here.
Right. It's hard to believe. And to be clear, I love sports. I know you do too.
Well, yeah, I think it's insane and ridiculous. I want to be clear on that.
Yeah,
but in a hilarious way.
I was going to say government should never be paying for anything when it comes to sports. That right. Like subsidizing stadiums, all the nonsense that goes on there. I'm very much not in favor of any of that.
But yeah, way worse ways to spend money at the same time.
But I mean, it was one thing for a temporary thing. It's a waste. However, Trump says the UFC arena outside the White House could be permanent, so that's great. Do we have time? We're running a little bit late, but Trump went on and just said, "Hey, the Eiffel Tower, they built it for another purpose. They were supposed to tear it down. They kept it up. Maybe we'll keep up the stadium too." I love that. There you go. Just keep the stadium back there and just do events from time to time. What could possibly go wrong? All right, I want to take a break because I want to make sure we have enough time for Lahna Turner. She was Ralphie May, the comedian's wife. They were filming a documentary through his life. A bunch of crazy things happened through this period, and she wound up with really an amazing film. I want to talk to her about it and how you can see it next. There's a funny thing about buying or selling a home. People will spend weeks and weeks and weeks researching neighborhoods and comparing interest rates and looking at school districts and studying market trends. And then you just pick a real estate agent because somebody handed them a business card at a barbecue. The truth is that the agent you choose can have a huge impact on how smoothly the process goes, how well you negotiate, and ultimately how much money stays in your pocket. That's why I'm a huge fan, and I talk about it all the time. I recommend this to you without any reservations. realestateagentsitrust.com. Go there. Just get the best agent in your area. Make this simple because they're already screened. This isn't some giant online directory. It is. These people have been screened for their performance and their expertise, their professionalism, and a proven track record of serving their clients well. Whether you're buying your first home, you're selling your current one, whether you're relocating across the country or trying to navigate a market that seems to change every other week, having the right person in your corner makes all the difference. A good agent doesn't just unlock doors and schedule showings. They help you avoid mistakes. They help you guide you through the entire process from beginning to end. It's realestateagentsitrust.com, realestateagentsitrust.com. The name says it all, realestateagentsitrust.com.
You know who you came to see, Ralphie May. From Houston, Texas, Ralphie May.
I want to go back in time, find the guy who invented carrot cake and punch him in his face.
Boom. It was just detonation. It was really just like pulling the pin on a grenade every night.
I love stand-up. It's fantastic, but I don't have it all my life.
He was very kind. He was a great person, and he loved to make people laugh.
I just wanted to be a great comedian.
You could tell he was a one of a kind.
How many people in this world can legit make you lose yourself in laughter?
Ralphie was larger than life. He never did anything with subtlety. Everything was big. He spread a lot of laughter and a lot of joy.
Hey, my name is Ralphie May. Y'all been great. Thank you so much.
So that is a trailer from the upcoming documentary, Come What May. It's just fantastic. I can't say enough about it. It's about the life of the family as well of Ralphie May. And it is coming across the country. It's going to be Dallas, Texas on Sunday, June 14th, Nashville, Thursday, June 18th, Austin, June 24th, and Wisconsin as well on July 8th. It is put together by comedian and filmmaker Lahna Turner. And Lahna joins us now. Lahna, thanks so much for coming on the program. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. How are you?
Hey, good. Good to be here.
Thank you for joining us. I just want to say, first of all, this movie is one of the best documentaries I've ever seen on stand-up comedy, but it might be the best movie I've ever seen on addiction and how it affects a family, how much and I think it shows a lot about you. And what I love about this movie is you don't have to explain yourself or defend yourself or do anything. It's archival footage, and it was a documentary you happened to be filming through his last days, which I had worked with him maybe a couple months actually before he passed. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did actually in Saginaw, Michigan, right there. And I not to get right into it, but I noticed he was surrounded by a lot of people that were enabling him, and you weren't there. And because at that point he had filed for divorce, there had been some things that had happened, but your strength through all of this is amazing to me. And I just want to ask, like, how difficult was it for you to put this out? Because it's one of the most personal documentaries I've ever seen come from a comedian.
Oh, wow. What a great endorsement.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's been a hard journey for sure. It's definitely like not the funniest thing I've ever done, but yeah, I mean, it's taken me a decade to get it done because sifting through all that footage was a daisy, right? But yeah, I'm super proud of it, and I'm glad that it resonated with you. It's been going on tour with different theaters across the country, and the reaction's just been amazing.
It's really, really good, Lahna. I mean, it's quite a tribute, I think, to your husband. And I it's funny. I was aware of Ralphie May as a comedian. I had seen some of his stuff. I knew he was funny, but I didn't know this whole story. I didn't know the whole background. And it's an incredible journey to walk. You watch him, and you really, really like him, and you're really, really rooting for him. And the entire time, and I'm sure you feel the same way going back through it, you just want him to get over that hump. You just want him to be able to overcome these demons. And you just realize watching it how difficult that is for so many people.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think when people initially hear, oh, there's a documentary about Ralphie May, they automatically assume it's going to be a biopic, which is a talking head and then found footage about that comic. And then you just kind of celebrate their life. Ralphie left behind a story that's so much more than just being a biopic. It's a documentary, and it celebrates his life. And it's really a deep dive into addiction at the end of the day, right? And I think that's what resonated with you, Dave.
Yeah, I'm in recovery, and when Ralphie, definitely towards the end, some of the stuff he's saying, I've been in that moment. I knew exactly who that person was. And the hardest thing I would imagine would have to be with the children, and that he really wanted to be there. You knew that he did, and he couldn't. And you wanted him to be there. Like it was such a good point with comedy too, where your family worries about your health. And to your credit, I don't think a lot of people realized how long you had been with Ralphie. I think that maybe over time you had been accused maybe of being a trophy wife or whatever, and you had been with Ralphie since he was an open micer, and you had been with him his entire career. And I mean, when you looked at the man, you loved him dearly, and you saw that. I mean, you never stopped rooting for him and helping him, and his best moments came from you and your children. And it was, I mean, I can only imagine how hard was it to balance that career, what people thought of you, and then simultaneously knowing that they were working him to death. And that's what I found so heartbreaking, because when I met him, my original thought was, even somebody in the movie who declined to be interviewed, was, this guy's not good for him. And even in the movie, in archival footage, there's a guy who says, sometimes he performs better up. That's the worst thing you can ever say about an addict because you're encouraging it.
Wow, that's a lot.
I'm sorry, that is like 8 questions. I'm sorry, it's just so much of it hit me so well. Like the way you did this is so beautiful and brilliant, and I have so much I want to ask. I'm sorry if that was all over the place.
No, feel free. I love it. I think I'll start with how people treated me in the relationship because that's where you began. I get it. Like you see a man that's as heavy set as Ralphie with a woman who's thin. I judge people too. I see an old dude with a young girl in a restaurant and I'm like, then you find out it really is her daddy, but whatever. So I don't blame people too much. I get that. But I did sincerely love him. And I was with him for a very long time. And I was with him before he was famous and before he had money. And I know that's not what people expect. Yeah. What was the next question?
Sorry. Well, dealing with the addiction too, because you were on the road as well, how hard was it to balance all 3 of those things? Because being a comic, you were with the kids, you're also touring yourself. He's touring. What inspired you to make the documentary? I mean, it ended up being something that you obviously didn't want it to be, because, I mean, we all know how the story ends. I don't think people really know exactly how it ends, but we know that he passed away. And what was your inspiration for the film? Were you hoping that he was going to get better?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, the purpose of recording the documentary part of this, I mean, like I said, there's like the biopic, which celebrates everything leading up to the end of his life. But the last year or so that we were together, we were filming something that was supposed to be a weight loss documentary. This was supposed to be something that was going to save his life or at least extend it. And like any good documentary, you start out in one place and land in the other. And it really showed the journey of somebody who was dealing with all kinds of substances and amazingly captured the people. Like you said, there's people around him that actually like allowed themselves to be filmed. Like they didn't see anything wrong with saying he's better when he's messed up performing. Like that's just mind-blowing that they said it on camera. You're like, wow, dude, like you're totally on board with this. So yeah, we captured this story that I believe Ralphie was too smart to have not understood that he was leaving something behind. And while I don't think he was always honest in his life, I think the most honest thing he ever did was in his passing and leaving this footage behind. He had to have known on some level that he was leaving something behind that was going to be helpful to people. That's the way I hope anyways.
It's interesting because the very first scene of the documentary is him, Ralphie, saying, look, I want you to just tell this truth, tell the whole story, show the good and show the bad. And it was a great way to set up the movie because I have to say, Lahna, going through it, about 2/3 of the way through the movie, I thought to myself, I just love this guy. Like I just absolutely love this guy. And you had painted such a wonderful picture of who he was and all of his struggles. And there is a turn in the movie where I have to say, I didn't like him, honestly, at certain parts of this movie, the way he treated you, the way he was treating the kids. And I know that's all part of the addiction. How going through that process of making a movie where you are showing, some of the dark parts of him, was there a conflict there as you were thinking about his legacy and how to present the story?
Yeah, I think that a lot of people who do a documentary about a deceased artist work very hard to protect the legacy and won't show the ugly parts of their lives, which is, in my opinion, not a very good documentary. Yeah. It's just, maybe it makes you feel good, but I think it misses the mark. Ralphie did say, when you tell my story, be honest, good or bad. I don't give a shit. Like, just do it. And so I have to honor that request as well. And by saying that, I had another director. It wasn't just me. David Gantz is the co-director, and David took the lead on any footage that I was in. So there's scenes where I don't look particularly good, and I had to take a step back and allow that to happen. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been an honest documentary. And so David had a lot of control over the outcome of the story. And yeah, I think he did a great job.
Oh, he absolutely did. And I think from the beginning, too, when you first meet him and it moves on, I love the fact that Bob Saget's in it, who's obviously no longer with us. But I love the fact that he had that connection to Ralphie, and that was really exciting to me. And Jay Moore used to come on Anthony Cumia's show, and I was the co-host of that a lot. And I didn't realize that they were such good friends. And it was nice to see Jay talk about his addictions and also lying about his addictions. And I wonder, because even when you met Ralphie, there was this idea that he was kind of a dick, but he was trying to be flirtatious. And, he just had that boisterousness to him. But behind closed doors, there was definitely an insecurity and a humbleness where he met every fan. I do that too. And I don't think it's necessarily for myself, but did you find that he had kind of this deep insecurity that people didn't see?
I mean, he hit it well, right? But
he did.
He was very damaged, obviously. I mean, yeah, I think he did a good job of hiding all kinds of things. I mean, there was so much I uncovered through the process of making the documentary and then us not being together anymore. And a lot of things surfaced. And that was sad. I'm really trusting.
You can tell in the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to take a quick break. Do you have a few more minutes, Lahna, to chat?
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay.
Of course.
Let me take a quick break. Lahna is here with us. Lahna Turner. The movie is called Come What May. It is going to be in Dallas, Texas, June 14th, Nashville, June 18th, Austin, June 24th, and Wisconsin, July 8th. If it's in your area, you should absolutely go see this documentary. It's an incredible story. I want to come back and talk more with Lahna Turner here in just a second.
It's an honor. Ralphie's a legend. R.I.P. Still smells like pork. Yeah.
I'm wearing a Legends jacket. Ah, man, we miss you, buddy. This is crazy.
I feel like a pervy fireman or something. Wow. Make orange great again.
That's perfect.
Very nice. You're the first.
That's good. Wow.
You are.
I'll disappear.
A bunch of comedians wearing Ralphie May's legendary jacket, the big, bright orange one. We are here with Lahna Turner. She is a comedian, filmmaker. The movie is Come What May. It is coming around the country. We'll give you the dates one more time here as well as we go into this. For people who didn't know Ralphie, maybe are huge stand-up comedy fans, I think they could still get a lot out of this movie, even if they've never seen him before. His rise was really spectacular, though, right? I mean, you document this in the movie a little bit. Can you kind of go through where he started and how he got to be such a huge star in the world of comedy?
Oh, sure. Well, I mean, he started in Houston. That's where we met. And then Last Comic Standing was really his big moment. And as you can see, it's said in the film, nobody wanted to put him on TV. But Dave, what you said about Jay Moore, nobody would have known who Ralphie was if it wasn't for Jay Moore. Jay made Ralphie famous. And he was very funny and very natural in the moment. And I love that you showed the orange jacket because that's him. I mean, he was really bright and loud and grabbed the attention of people and then delivered. And the jacket has been going on tour with me with the film.
Oh, nice.
Because one of the reasons why I decided to do this tour was because Ralphie had told me, if one of us die first, what do you want to be done with our bodies? Like, do you want to be sprinkled somewhere? He wanted to be sprinkled on comedy club stages all across the country. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, you'll end up in the nachos. And, but now that I have the film, I'm like, okay, we can take the film on the road. I can honor his wishes. And because he took pictures with everyone after the show, then bring the jacket and people can take pictures kind of like as if he was there.
I love that.
Yeah, very.
I really do.
You were on Last Comic Standing, weren't you, Dave?
I was on later. I was in the 2014 season, which was pretty cool. But yeah, he was on the season where he lost a dad fan, which no one appreciates still to this day. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. And that was back when I really did like Kimmel, and Kimmel brought him on and said like, but nobody likes dad fan. Why didn't you win? And I think Lahna makes a good point in the movie, because I always felt this too. I think it's good that he didn't win, because being that underdog and coming in second really kind of showed how good he was. And he went to come in second when they didn't want to put him on. They didn't want to put him on because of his weight. And Barry Katz was the producer of the show, wasn't he, at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Barry Katz was producing, but the way that he describes it, the way that a lot of people would describe Ralphie's stand-up, is it was just these waves of laughter. The way that you would describe Kinnison, there's just a few people that were beasts. And even when I saw Ralphie live, it was the same thing. It was these explosions, but it was waves of everybody in unison. And you don't see as much as that anymore, where the entire crowd is on the same wavelength at the same time.
I have to say, stylistically, I can't picture you and Ralphie May on the same night.
It's the thing is people appreciated me because I'm darker enough, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like with Jay bringing him on the road, I'm like, why would you want to follow Ralphie May?
Oh yeah,
I can't imagine anybody would want to follow Ralphie May. That would look impossible. But Jay,
that's what's great about Jay, right? Jay wanted to be. I mean, he's a total athlete as far as how he views the world, right? And so what makes your muscles stronger but working out harder? So I think that's why he wanted to be around Ralphie. But yeah, I don't know. That is a tough mountain to climb, pardon the pun.
Oh no, and I love that. And when I love that he sees Ralphie walking to I think it's the Comedy Store or the Laugh Factory, and he's not making fun of him, but he's like, why are you walking down the streets? He's like, I don't have any money. I'm a comic. Like, I don't have. And Jay thought he was famous.
The bigger question in my mind is, why was Ralphie walking?
Yeah, that's true.
he didn't like walking.
It was the one time that which was good, because that's when Jay decided, like, this is the moment. Yeah, that was the moment.
The truth is, probably his car got towed or something. Why are you walking?
We should mention too the huge names in comedy throughout this entire documentary: Jay Leno, Bob Saget, Jay Moore, Tiffany Haddish, Jeff Ross, Kevin Smith
Russell
is in
Peters.
It. Dr. Drew even in there. It is there was no shortage of massive fans of Ralphie from the world of comedy. I mean, these are legends in the industry, and they seemed excited to be able to talk about his legacy.
Oh, yeah, they're great. And I mean, I'm not making any promises because he didn't make a promise, but Russell Peters is in Dallas this week, and he might swing by on Sunday for the screening. I'm not sure because, Russell's really busy, but he did text me back and said he'll try. So he might just be there.
I hope so. I mean, this is something that if you are in Dallas, do yourself a favor and see this. If you're in Austin, if you're in anywhere, I love the way that it's put together, and I love the way that the story is told. I love the way that it's told through your family, and not to be too personal, but watching it happen with your kids, how are they doing now with this sort of, have they been able to look at their dad with reverence? I mean, I'm sure there's a bit of anger there that'll kind of be there, but at the same time, I'm sure, like, did they see the film, and what did they think?
Oh, yeah. They'll be with me, actually. They're the surprise guests. Awesome. And they're so cute and like little. August is 16 now and April is 18.
Wow.
So they're very well spoken, and they understand that this is weird to be in a film, but it's also part of their lives. They've really been watching this thing grow since they were 7 or before that, 6 years old, maybe. I mean, that's when we were filming a lot of that. And so, I don't know. I think probably the best part about the film is that hopefully they avoid the pitfalls of being born into a family that has struggled with addiction, because it's one thing to lose your husband to it. I can't imagine losing a child. So, I'm hoping that this is a cautionary tale to them as well as for other people. But yeah, they're pretty amazing little humans. I mean, are young adults now.
Yeah. Well, and what I do, and I don't want to just focus on obviously addiction, because what he did was amazing. He overcame so many odds. He became something huge. Again, we're doing these puns on accident, but he became this massive success against all odds. He kept pushing, he kept doing it, he kept trying, and you were there to continue to help push him. And I think it's a beautiful story. And if I can ask, like, what's one of your happiest memories with Ralphie, if you don't mind sharing?
Oh, that was really hard for me for a long time, because when he and I stopped talking at the very end of his life, he was really cruel. And so when he died, I was angry, and it took me a long time to find a place where I could even remember happy times. It's just it's like as if those memories died inside of my brain. And then I had this, it took me a long time. It was weird. I was mad at myself for being not able to forgive him. And then so it was like this weird cycle of I can't forgive you. I'm angry at you. And now I'm angry at myself because I can't forgive myself for being angry at you. And
that's addiction.
It was bad. But then at some point, my brain kind of broke. I went on a long hike, and I'm up in the mountains, and it just, I don't know, something happened, and I don't know, but I forgave him. And then I was able to remember, and it's not just one memory. It's he was really funny, and he was a sweet person who I fell in love with, this ginormous sweet energy. And I don't know, it's not just one memory.
That's good. No, and I just wanted to, kind of ask, because I know that there's something special between you two, and to have that end up the way that it did at the end. Cruel is definitely part of addiction and when he's suffering. And I think having Dr. Drew in there kind of point out various things, and I don't want to take anything from the movie. I mean, but there's so many different parts, but how everything you do justifies this addiction, everything you say, everything you tell people, everything, it's this threefold system that is just feeding the worst part of you. And you were there for him, and it shows throughout how you were always there for him and how his family always loved him. And I think one of the things that sucks about fame and getting to that level is the people that enable you and want to profit off of you. And they don't care about your health. They just care about that dollar rolling in no matter what. And this movie shows a side of show business that I've never seen it do in such a real way, because you don't have to tell the story. That part isn't even interviewed. You just get to see it with your own eyes through the actual footage of the documentary. And it's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen put on film. And I mean that sincerely.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. I can't believe we had it on film either. People in that scene with his manager, and I say in quotes manager because that guy's not a real comedy manager.
Right.
But that scene, people are in the audience audibly saying things, especially the women. The women are like, no, we didn't. So it's I can't believe we have some of that footage. I really think that they felt like everything they were doing was okay and let it be recorded.
And even if they didn't, I think they did the mental gymnastics to convince themselves that it was okay. And that's the sad part, but I'm glad you were able to catch this. I'm glad you were able to film this. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry, but I think that this documentary is going to do a lot for a lot of people who need it. And there are parts in this film that are, because they are real, but it's one of the most uncomfortable but funny and brilliant views I've ever seen put together. And I think you should be immensely proud of all the work you've done over the years for yourself as a comedian, as a wife, and now as a filmmaker. And thank you for sharing this with the world.
Thank you. I think I'm going to see you in Austin, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh,
so cool. That's perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd be at the Dallas one if I wasn't out of town, or else I would have ran to that one to watch it with you. So
I know that's a lot easier, but I'm following you.
Yes.
I'll follow you to Austin.
That's fair. I want to put on the jacket.
We are obviously.
Oh yes.
You should definitely do that.
Oh yeah, I want to.
We are obviously obnoxiously gushing over this movie, but for good reason. It's great. It's called Come What May. It's in select theaters. You can get the list at Come What May. Is it comewhatmay.com?
ComeWhatMayFilm.com.
ComeWhatMayFilm.com has all the dates, but I'll give them to you quickly. Dallas, Texas, June 14th. Nashville, June 18th. Austin, June 24th, and Wisconsin on July 8th. Are there plans for it to be a more wide release and available in other ways as well?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
great.
glad you asked. So we're going after, we have a few more cities coming. We got a city in Florida, we got Toronto, we have New York, I believe, and we're doing a festival in Boston, coming back to LA for another festival. And then I'm hoping to get it up online around October 17th, which sadly is the anniversary of his passing, but I felt like it was a good way to celebrate him. If I can get everything going. This is new to me, trying to figure out how to stream a movie. That's a whole nother, making the movie is one thing, but figuring out how to get it out to everyone, that's a whole nother thing.
It's a hell of a first effort, I will say.
Yeah.
Really impressive. And you'll probably, like me, if you watch this movie, you'll want to give Lahna a hug after it. I will say that is how I felt at the end of the movie. You went through a lot, and your kids as well. It's just it's a really great experience to go through that with you. And all the best with the film. If you have a chance to see it, please do. It is called Come What May at ComeWhatMayFilm.com. Check out the dates there. Lahna Turner, it's just a great experience watching the movie. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us and join us on the show.
Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. You're amazing. And I'm so glad. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Go Puff, which is a delivery service and not something else, which it feels like it could be describing a multitude of things, is partnering with Tom Brady on a new beverage. It's a coconut water. It is called Good Nut Coconut, Dave.
Really? Oh, boy.
That's the name of it. It's pretty exciting. And
Good Nut Coconut Water by... Oh, yeah. Lindsey Graham is ordering this by the caseload. Mm-hmm. Give me some of that Tom Brady's Good Nut. Hi, this is Lindsey Graham. I just want to get some Good Nut water. Just fill my belly with Tom Brady's nut. It's Good Nut.
Mm-hmm. 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 They have a commercial, Dave, that I hope doesn't say any of the words that were associated with the brand. Let's watch this together.
Let's look.
Are you launching another celebrity seltzer brand?
No, I'm launching a brand new coconut water. It's actually really good.
Oh, what's it called?
So we called coconut farmers in Vietnam for this one, which, when you care about ingredients, it's kind of a huge deal.
No, not who you called, what's it called?
You called me!
Okay, just tell me what it's called, Tom.
When you have a product this good, it doesn't matter what it's called, okay?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Go Puff. Until you get that good nut. They are aware of it.
Yeah.
Very
I gotta
aware
say, they're playing into it. It's they're very clear as to what they've done here, Dave.
Is Vietnam known for the best coconuts?
I don't know. Is it? That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know. Judging by my father's brain, I don't know if you want to be eating any of the crops from there. Doesn't seem like the best route to take.
Yeah, unless you want like orange flavored coconut water.
Maybe that's
if you want Agent Orange flavored. That's an interesting product line there. I feel like Tom Brady is there a point where he has enough money?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. There's no limit.
I guess they just rifle through so much cash that they go, listen, how would you like a semen pun coconut water? And we film you drinking it. He's like, I guess.
How do you have like a 9 to 10 figure income? You just say yes to everything, apparently.
And you've also somehow been playing football for like 63 years.
And he to this day looks better than he did the moment he came into the league.
I know, it's incredible.
It really is bizarre.
Because he's all that good nut. Keeps you young.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's definitely it. Dave Landau with a bunch of coconut water jokes, I'm sure, built into his next set in Little Rock, Arkansas, June 11th to the 13th. Austin, Texas in June as well. On to Alabama, Missouri, Michigan, Utah, and so much more. Go to davelandau.com. to join Dave on tour. And of course, go to predictableshow.com to check out Predictable. We have some more opportunities for people to make money on elections coming up very, very soon. Kind of exciting, right? We got another primary next week, a set of them. So we will go through that as well. Predictableshow.com and blazetv.com/Stu and Dave. The code is Stu and Dave. Get $20 off your subscription. See you next week.